Okay, so here we are at day 21 of the Plastic Free July Challenge, and this video recap is all about a morning routine. So I used my morning routine as an example, and we just went from breakfast, quick clean, bit of washing up, just to give you guys an idea of what we do day to day, the day-to-day stuff. I mean, it's all very well reading about it, but we thought it'd be helpful to see it, put it into action, and see how we practically live as low waste as possible. So I start my day with a cup of tea, a soft-boiled egg and some toast. And the tea, as we've covered previously, is loose tea, and this comes from a shop in Krakow called Natural Way. It's just loose tea, and so there's no waste generated there at all. I just use my container to fill up, bring it home, use it as normal. I've got a metal tea bag, so again there's no waste there at all. That used to belong to my gran, and so it's second hand and it's still going. I get 3 or 4 cups of tea out of that. For breakfast I will have my egg. I love my eggs. We at the moment are buying Tesco free range eggs, and we could do better than that. There are local places that sell eggs. There's a place called Miskin Eggs near us in Talbot Green, and we could use those more. We do use them now and again, but we could use them more to lower our carbon footprint. And we can also take our own containers and fill up there if we wanted to, so that would also help reduce our waste. So that is something we could do to improve our current waste. And on the eggs themselves, obviously the eggshell is waste, but that will go into our compost or our food bin, depending on how full our compost is at the time. But I don't know if you know that on the bottom of the eggs, there's a little code, and this one says 1UK9290. There's a website called foodmiles.com. So you put that code and your postcode into that website, and it will tell you what type of egg it is, whether it's battery, free range, and it will also tell you how far away that egg is from you. And you can use those codes to determine whether they're the type of eggs you want to buy. Obviously, the more local it is and the more free range it is, it's better. So that is one small thing you could do to improve your breakfast, or whenever you eat eggs. You can have a little check-in on the eggs that you buy to see what type of life that little chicken has, because we want them to be looked after, of course. So that's the egg and the egg box and the tea. So from breakfast, the only waste is the eggshell and the egg carton. So far, so good. And then I normally do like a quick clean in the morning. We work from home, so for me to be able to focus and have a structure to my day, it's quite good just to do a quick clean around the house to make sure everything is done before I start for the day. The one we use, I've just got my general purpose cleaner in a bottle. This was donated to us, so our local customers donate their containers and we reuse them for our food bank donations, or for our own customers when they purchase goods from us, we refill them. But I kept this one because it was quite good. And that comes from a 20-litre container originally, which gets sent back and washed and then sent back out to customers. So it's all part of a circular economy, which is really good. And these products are from Zessie UK, who are based in Oxford. Cloth-wise, this is the one I'm using at the moment. This, I think, has got plastic in it. It's a microfiber cloth, but it will have plastic particles in it. So it won't be able to go into my compost. When it's completely had it, it will have to go to landfill, and it will probably be incinerated. So we won't buy these again. But at the moment, it can be washed, go in the wash like normal and dry, and it will last quite a long time. You'll find they do last if you wash them and dry them properly. They last, I think we've had this like 4 years or something already. The other cloths I've got, an old duster. I think this was my grand's. I think that's even older, but again that washes up quite well in the washing machine. I've got part of an old t-shirt that we use for a rag, and an old tea towel. Again, it's already in the house, it's already been made. This is the low waste things that you can do that don't cost you any money. Why go out and buy cleaning cloths when you've probably got old tea towels that you can cut up and reuse for cleaning? It's just cleaning. The cloths don't need to look fancy. So that's your cleaning idea. what else do we do? Oh, the washing up. So a bit of washing up before I leave the house. Same thing as the all-purpose cleaner. It's refill. It's from Zessie UK. We've got this. Richard was the first person to sign up for our subscriptions. So this costs us 90p for 500ml. And we do that every week. And yeah, it's just a refill. No packaging at all. We fill up the bottle. We use the washing up liquid. No waste there at all either. And then for actually washing up, we've got one of these sponges, and it's called a non-sponge because it's not actually made of sponge. It's actually got organic cotton in the middle, and it's got organic cotton waffle over the top. These last quite a long time. Pop them in the wash. You can pop them in the washing machine. To make them last a bit longer, I would recommend that you don't leave them sitting in a puddle, because ew. Just to dry them out, I often just pop mine on top, balance it on top of the tap, and it dries out quite naturally. And when you've washed it, don't put it on the radiator, although that's quite tempting. But if you just peg it out, it will dry naturally. It will also last you a lot longer as well. Little brush, little scrubbing brush, plant-based bristles, made of sisal, replaceable head. So we're on our second one. The first one lasted about a year. We don't have a dishwasher, so that's quite a lot of washing up, and it lasted a year. He is in our compost, and this is our second one. You just keep the handle and just replace the head. So there is waste generated there, but not very frequently, and it will break down. This is made of bamboo, and these are made of plant-based bristles. So I mean, there's very little waste in our morning routine. There is an eggshell, an egg carton. Eventually this will go to recycling when it's had it, and hopefully be downcycled into carpets and fleeces or something. The microfiber cloth is going to landfill, unfortunately. The only thing I haven't covered is the bread. So we make our own bread when I have my toast in the morning. If you don't have time to do that, then that's okay. Like, Rich just got really good at making it. I started making it during lockdown. But typically, Rich is brilliant with food, and there's just no point me trying. He makes a really good loaf of sourdough bread, and I enjoy that, and he enjoys making it, so that's really nice. But if you aren't able to make bread or don't have time, you can just buy your bread now from a bakery section in the supermarket or a bakery. They have started to unwrap the bread again, and it is sans plastic. So I think that's a good thing. And to do that, you can just take a little bag. So you can pop maybe a small loaf in a bag like this, or a few bread rolls maybe. Or if you've got a bigger loaf, just take a tote bag. I mean, you can see I've still got our labels on from our shopping. Take a tote bag and pop your bread in there, and that will be no waste either. So there you go, that quick morning routine. Breakfast, quick clean and washing up. Very little waste, only one thing going to landfill, some stuff being composted and some stuff being downcycled. Hope that helps and gives you some ideas for your own morning routines. Good luck.